Hi there, I'm Champion Trader Kevin Davey, and these are some of the strategies I'm trading in June 2025. So let's take a look. Before we get started, if you haven't signed up for my free Algo strategy, now's the time to do so. Hit the QR code or enter the link you see at the bottom, or in the description, you'll find a link. Sign up, you'll get this free Algo and lots of other great information. So today I'm going to tell you what I'm trading in June 2025 and show you some example strategies. So right now, here's how I'm kind of diversified in different sectors. And for this chart, I just used if I was in a position, assuming I'm in a position in every strategy, and I use the margin as kind of a rough guide of how I'm diversified. And you can see the metals and stocks are a little bit more, currencies and ags are a little bit less, or in interest rates, but I'm in every different sector to some degree. Ideally, I'd like to be exactly the same in each market or each market sector, but that doesn't always happen. So that's a process I use to develop to trade the best strategies, and that's where I'm at right now for this month. So let's take a look at 5 of the strategies, and you can see the grand total in the gold, and that's over the whole course of the walk forward back test and live trading, because a lot of these strategies I've had for quite a while. And you can see there's a T-bond, a crude oil, a corn, a mini S&P, and a wheat strategy. So I'm just going to go over those 5, and altogether I'm probably trading somewhere between 20-25 strategies this month, but I just wanted you to look at 5 of them. So here's the first one. This is a corn strategy, and you can kind of pause it if you want to look at the statistics, the profit factor. Some people look at average trade, and that just gives you a good indication of this strategy. And there's the detailed equity curve. So that shows, I believe it's daily equity, might show weekly, but I think it's daily equity. And you can see the table. It shows what it's done every year for the past few years. So it's a pretty decent strategy. It definitely has drawdowns, but it's close to a new high right now. The second strategy is another ag. It's a wheat strategy, and it's a little bit more skewed towards the short side. Some strategies are like that. Even though it takes about the same amount of trades long and short, most of the profit comes from the short side with this strategy. But, every strategy is a little different, and that's one thing I try to do and teach is you want a diversified portfolio with a lot of different things. So maybe I have another wheat strategy that does better on the long side, and so then you're kind of covered no matter what happens. And here's the equity curve. It's close to a new equity high. And you can see most years it does make a profit, although this year so far it is down a little bit, kind of about break even. The third strategy I want to show you is a crude oil strategy. It again is biased a little bit towards the short side, where it actually makes fewer short trades, but those are a lot more profitable. So it makes about twice as much profit on the short side, and you can see what that's looked like, and most years it's made a profit, and so it's kind of going up and to the right, which is what you hope for. But don't forget, all these little squigglies, or the fuzziness of this curve actually represents drawdowns, and that's the tough part of any trading, is fighting through those drawdowns. The fourth strategy I want to show you is the 30-year Treasury bond. The symbol's US or ZB, depending on your platform. And this one makes more money from the long side, and it takes quite a few more long trades. which kind of makes sense because most of the past, except for the past couple of years, there was a long bull trend in interest rates. As interest rates were coming down, the price of bonds went up. And so you can see the performance statistics there. And there's what it looks like. It doesn't have as long of a history as some of the other strategies. And it looks like it only had one losing year. And this year's been pretty good. And in the last 12 months have been pretty good. So this is a pretty good strategy to be trading. And then finally, we have an ES strategy. This is kind of unique. It does make money on the long and short side. A lot of ES strategies that you'll see only make money on the long side. And that might be okay depending on what you're doing, but this one makes money long and short, although it does make more money long. And the one other interesting thing about this is there's a lot of flat periods here, you'll see. So what it does is it gets into a trade infrequently and then holds, and sometimes exits with a loss, obviously, but a lot of times holds, makes a profit, and then gets out. So that's why you see that kind of stair-step situation. So the performance chart down to the right, this one doesn't have as long of a history as some of the other ones. It was from 2018 on, but it's been doing pretty well except for 2019. So it survived all the COVID period when a lot of strategies broke. So those are 5 of the strategies I'm trading now, just to give you a sense of what is a real and realistic algo. You know, you can see these definitely have drawdowns. They definitely are not perfect. Watch out for ones that are perfect. Those sometimes can be misleading. So, what do you think? Leave a comment. Let me know. What are you algo trading now? Leave a comment for that. Tell me what you're trading this month. And if you like the video, of course, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. I'm Kevin Davey. Have a great day. Well, if you'd like more information on algo trading, hit the QR code. It'll take you to Amazon where you can look at my 5 trading books.